Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Legend of Zelda Broken Path. I am your Happy Mass DM, and these are my players.
Hello.
Hello.
Unfortunately today, our sweet Gerudo will not be joining us, or she'll be joining us later at least. So at the moment we are without her, but I believe everyone else is here.
Hi.
Oh, there's Jade.
Delayed reaction.
Alright, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Splendid. We're just starting way earlier this time, that's pretty awesome.
Also, I came back from the dead and replaced the guy who replaced me last time.
Yeah. We had a bunch of cuts, so we couldn't really keep him around, but you know.
Don't worry, he's dead now.
He'll find work eventually. Anyway, so without further ado, guys, shall we get into the recap?
Yes. Yep.
Alright, so, when last we left off, you all had a very eye-opening experience meeting with, all of you met with Lumen, who told you the tale of what happened 100 years ago, and that exactly why the hero failed to defeat Ganon, who employed treacherous tactics to get the hero kind of off balance and off base. In those last crucial moments, Ganon, instead of attacking the hero, who was prepared for him, he went to attack Zelda, and then Link took the blow for her. And after that, that's when all hell broke loose, unfortunately. You all also learned that Link, using the last of his strength, managed to shatter the Triforce of Courage, keeping it out of Ganon's hands, and its essence essentially scattered across Hyrule, awaiting the day where those who be worthy of it will be born. And then you all also had the revelation that those Triforce pieces are inside of all of you, and that his destiny and mantle has been passed on to you instead, to succeed where he failed, as Ganondorf's darkness looms. After that, you also learned that Commander Tetra is of the hero's blood, and that only she is capable of wielding the Master Sword, which I'm not sure that is either at the moment. Let's see. You all also, the group also came back together, if not a little bit, still sensitive after their intense episode, let's just say. But you all got wind of the where the Zora Prince could be, in the Azure Sanctuary, where and the dame, what was her name? Dame, where are you?
Talkie?
Yes, Dame Talkie has seems to have collected the Zora Prince as part of her exotic collection.
No, she's the one that has the sanctuary.
Oh right, yeah, Talkie has it. The Dame, I think Tikla has Zora Prince. Yeah, and she's known to be a pirate of sorts. And to get information, you all decided to travel to the Azure Sanctuary together, along with Ash and Ruba. And so you all set off with also with the meeting Zeke for the first time, who seemed to just be happy to be there. And you all took the through a shape altering spell, you all took the form of Zora for a time to make your way south Hyrule, bypassing King Agrimorn's kingdom and making it to the Azure Sanctuary. However, halfway there, you also did encounter a deep angler, which resulted in a chase and then also battle, but you managed to kill it. Goring got the killing blow, if memory serves.
Yes.
With his vicious greatsword, which is an awesome weapon. Anyway, but with that, you all emerged on a cliff overlooking the Azure Sanctuary, and you also met that there was a settlement of Koroks that had settled here, and had given had told you where the prince was. And now you all currently standing on that cliff, a Lion King style, staring out over the city and the sea beyond. So, that being said, let's bring you guys over here. All right, what are you all doing?
Well, right now we were following the Korok seeds, right?
Oh no, the Korok led you to the cliff, and you're looking at the city, and you see on the horizon, because you see the ship.
And it seems like safe passage to the ship.
No, the ship is on the ocean.
Oh.
Well, we have, like, I think the main option was to try and find the dame who was in charge of the Zora Sanctuary and see if she could, like, have us, like, have a word with the pirate so we could sort of negotiate for the Zora Prince's release.
Mm-hmm. That was the plan.
Yep. So, I guess we're gonna go try and find her? I guess
all right, so
ask around the Zora Sanctuary, see where she is.
Alright, well, you guys still curling on the cliff.
Wait. While we're on the cliff, can I roll investigation to see which way a Great Fairy Fountain would be?
Nice.
Alright, you did get that ping. Yes, you may.
Can we help?
This is for her, unfortunately.
That's a 9.
A 9. Focusing on the energies of a great fairy, you try to ascertain exactly where, but you get that it is somewhere that's west of the city, but you don't have a pinpoint.
I guess I'm gonna stare west, and I'm gonna speak up and ask the group, do we have time to stop by a fairy fountain?
It depends. How far is it?
I'm not sure. I just know it's west of here.
I mean, we should.
I suppose so.
Yeah, I
You
don't
guys
have
can
any
kinda
problems.
head west then?
Yeah.
Okay. You all, on the cliff, you kind of head back and you start walking in that forest where the Koroks were. And you notice some of the Koroks still have their eyes on you guys as you're moving through, but nothing threatening at all. But you do notice that the little Korok that talked to you, Amara, is kind of following.
Oh no.
He's adorable!
And you know it's following because you can hear the jingles of its waddle.
Oh, that's so cute! Does it try to hide every time I sort of glance back at it?
Oh, absolutely. But you can definitely still see its leaf.
It's like playing hide and seek with Misha all over again.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. She's just gonna sort of find this amusing, but not say anything and let it keep following her.
Okay, and Gori and you and Alana also eagerly do hear the jingles of little waddling feet behind you guys, at least about 10 feet. It hides behind like stuff that doesn't really cover as well as it should, like tall plants, and it covers its face.
Livana's gonna kind of like roll her eyes and mumble out loud, more to Elvie than anybody. It seems like we have a follower.
Elva kind of gives you a look of, what was your first guess?
Maybe the jingling.
To which Elvie kind of looks back over her shoulder at the Korok, who notices is looking at her, and then it kind of immediately, you hear like very fast jingles behind like a tree. It stops.
It's adorable. Can we keep it?
I feel like Gordon should just like pick it up and put it on his shoulder so it stops making too much noise.
You want to approach it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just being? Are you like trying to be stealthy at all, or?
No, just like walk over.
Okay. as you walk over to it, its little hands are currently over its eyes,
Aww.
and they're closed, and it thinks it's really well hidden.
She just puts a hand out in front of it. Like to get on.
And as you put your hand down in front of it, you see it move one of its hands from its eyes, and it sees you. It's like, what? And it starts like waddling away from you fast. It's like not that fast though. Like it moves like it's always in difficult terrain. So
Yeah. I guess Gorian just leaves it and continues moving forward.
okay,
If he doesn't want to ride.
you guys continue. Oh, by the way, as you're investigating Lavana, give me a survival check so you can locate where it is.
Okay.
Also, within about a good 9.
9.
I feel like you're approaching where it could be, but you got nothing yet. It's been a lot of forest so far. You cross over a couple brooks and streams, but about a good 10 minutes go by, you guys start hearing the chime of bells again behind you.
Oh. LV, do you know where this thing is?
Roll her survival.
Okay. Using my pixie as an extra. Oh, I didn't have this ready.
By the way, Mara,
Hmm?
you do see it kind of out of the corner of your eye.
The Korok or the Great Fairy Lake thing?
LV got an 18.
Okay. You see the Korok. LV, she flutters up off your head and she begins looking around. And you see her begin to flutter her wings, like kind of like in a rhythmic beat almost. And because you and her connected, you hear what sounds like the same kind of chime LV makes, kind of like further in. She's like, I gotta read on it. Okay, follow me.
Levan's gonna walk quicker in that direction.
Okay. You start heading over to it. However, the jingling has not stopped.
Everyone's just gonna look directly to where the Korok is and give him a little wave. But other than that, she's not gonna stop him.
Alright, as you do so, it waves at you, and I need you to make me an intelligence check.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah, intelligence. I'm totally great at that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I am.
20. As you're looking over your shoulder, this Korok feels familiar.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's Ganon.
Oh no.
It's like you know it.
Oh dear. Okay. Something to think about later. Great Fairy Fountain first.
Okay. So it takes you guys, with Ellie leading, about another good 15 minutes, but ultimately, you all do stumble upon looks to be another makeup room. And this one, though you notice like some subtle differences, as if there's a difference of mirrors and decoration.
I'd like to walk up.
Okay, you walk on up.
I just realized Gorian and Amara have never seen a fairy fountain, have they?
Actually, I don't think you guys have.
Nope. I mean, Amira saw the last one, but she didn't approach it.
Yeah, this is you guys' first time actually seeing one. And you all do see, little pink fairies fluttering around the fountain. At least 6 of them. And as you step up, Lavana, they look to you and it's the chosen one, that kind of stuff. And they all start approaching you, and then Elvie pops up on your head saying, "Hey, back off!"
Elvie, be nice.
In which you also hear the unanimous, "Oh, it's Elvie." They all start kind of scattering, start go back to what they were doing before. Elvie's you feel kind of Elvie kind of huffing my territory.
I'm gonna very gently pat her on the head, without hurting her.
What?
It's okay.
But you are currently standing on a flower.
I would like to kneel down and say, "Great Fairy, are you there?"
As of before, you do sense eyes watching you.
Give her some money.
You know the drill.
I pull out 20 rupees and throw them forward.
All right. You throw the rupees forward, and they bloop into the water. No reaction.
I look at Elvie.
Ah, she might be a little more expensive.
Are you kidding?
Nope. We're fairies. We like glittery things.
I throw 20 more in.
Okay. You throw 20 more in. Nothing.
Livana now has a very irritated look on her face.
Just put another 60 in and make it a flat 100.
Fine, she'll throw 60 in.
Alright, with that, you sigh. And you toss in 60 more rupees. Yes?
Yes.
Sounds so angry. But you do toss it in, and there is they fall into the water, and it's quiet for a moment. Then you think, all right, how much more does this bitch want? But immediately there is a kind of a surge on the water surface before a bit swoosh, and you're all kind of knocked back a little bit as you hear the telltale laugh of a great fairy. And you all see, because this one is different from the last one. There we go. Put on for you in Discord. You see this one.
She's also carrying a link in a bottle.
There's a hero.
That's where he went.
Somebody help me. No, but she laughs and and she leans forward on her fingers. She looks at you, Lavana. Well, well. So it is true. There was a champion now, is there?
She smiles. There is. It's an honor to meet you, Great Fairy.
The honor's all mine, champion. You know, the Great Fairy above all doesn't just choose anyone to serve her. In fact, the last one that she almost chose died.
I know my honor. Thank you.
Well, what can I do for you?
There's a lot of curry night.
Out of character.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
What can I do for you? Curry night.
Isn't it rude for Livana to just outright ask for a gift?
You're not sure.
Well, I thought that the whole thing was for you to get her blessing or something. So you could just ask for that.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. Back into character. Whoop!
As we unpause.
Great Fairy, I'd like to ask for your blessing.
You see her arch of an eyebrow. Is that so?
That is why I've come all this way.
Starts thinking. Roll a persuasion check.
Oh. 25!
25. You see her think for a moment, and then she... Well, I suppose I can part with it. And you see her, she takes in a deep breath, and she blows out a bit of petals towards you. And you close your eyes, you open one of them, and then you see her laugh a bit. She kisses her fingertip and bumps your head.
Oh, jeez.
However, you do feel a surge of power into your body. And you all see from Ivana's 4 wings, she now has 6, as the 2 more unfurl from her back. And suddenly you see Lavana begin to hover where she's standing. And Lavana, you now have a fly speed equal to your movement.
Ooh.
And on top of that, with her blessing, you may choose a spell from any other school of magic that's not a warlock, that is up to the level you can learn.
Nice. Livana thanks the Great Fairy.
And she asks you, how do you feel?
Amazing.
Well, don't be shy, try them out.
Oh, right. And I guess she flaps her wings and flies 30 feet in the air.
All right, your wings flap once, twice, and then you begin to flutter like a hummingbird as you lift up off the ground, and you are now 30 feet up. And both Gordon, you and Lavana, you and Amara look up and see her now flying. As well as the Great Fairy now looking at you too. The Gordon O face.
Elvie, I can fly like you!
Finally. Got sick of you walking all the time.
No kidding. It's fun up here.
She starts fluttering around you. You get the jovial air from her as well. However, the Great Fairy now looks to Amara and Gorian.
Yeah, Amara's like, hello, Great Fairy. Bows in respect.
She looks a little surprised to see you two, and Zora and a human, not bad. And she's looking at you, Gorian in particular.
Every woman in this world wants to screw Gorian.
You're just O-face still. Because Gorian, you've never seen a Great Fairy before. You've only heard about them, at most.
Yeah, pretty much.
And she asked, how can I help you two?
Oh, well, we're really just here with Lavana.
So Livana's gonna land now and be like, I'm sorry, Great Fairy. These are my friends that I travel with. I thought I'd bring them along.
Actually, Gorian whispers something to Amara.
That's not a bad idea.
He feels too intimidated to speak, though.
Amira will clear her throat and just be like...
She is. She asks again. Well, I'm listening.
How is Amira gonna word this? She was just like, Great Fairy, we are on the trail of trying to find the new sages. Any help that you could offer us in locating them would be appreciated.
Sages.
She will nod.
And the old ones are dead. Shame.
All but Lumen, yes.
Lumen lives.
She will nod.
Good to know. Well, roll a persuasion check.
Oh my god. Okay. 22.
22. There it is.
She's just gonna crit her bloody insight or something. And we're gonna get no help.
No, she did not. All right. So what were you asking her exactly?
If she can help them in finding the sages, basically.
Well, I cannot leave my domain, but I can give you a bit of guidance, I suppose.
Okay.
Which sage do you seek?
We might already have whereabouts of where the Sage of Water is, but we don't have any clues about any of the others.
I see. Well, I'll give you this little tidbit then. The Sage of Fire is on Death Mountain.
Someone write that down.
I'm writing it down.
In retrospect, it should have been kind of obvious.
You see her stop for a moment. Wait. Yep, still there.
Oh shit, it's Dogum.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Kiki, who knows?
Emira will bow and thank her for what she's given them. She's not gonna ask for more.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking great fairy.
And she looks at you now, Gorian. And what about you, handsome?
Gorian is still slack-jawed.
Wait, 1 second.
Yeah, he's pretty much just slack-jawed.
Emira's just gonna elbow him, just like, dude, she's talking to you.
And as you are still slack-jawed, because she's much bigger than you, she kind of extends a hand, and one of her nails kind of tilts up your chin.
I mean, I don't know what to ask for Gorian. So, that's kind of why I'm just keeping him slack-jawed.
Tell me what. I'll do you a favor. And
yes?
you see her, she sees me go whoop, like boop, right into the water again. And then she emerges with a interesting looking bag. How are you with explosives?
Oh, I grew up with them.
And these should serve you well. And she holds out her hand to you, and in her hand you see a bag that has a bomb symbol upon it.
Holy crap!
Da, 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 da. You got a bomb bag!
He's like, oh, thank you very much. This could be very useful for our travels.
To which she, as you hold over your head, to which she giggles a bit and she nods to you.
Would
No
she, like, notice the Triforces on her hands or anything?
You're not certain. By the way, Gorian, your bombs, write down your bomb bag, and you currently have 10 in there. And your bombs are 5-foot radius explosion. a creature must succeed on a DC 10 dexterity saving throw, or take 2d6 damage. Or on a failed, they take half. Alright, with that, she kind of floats back, kind of has her arms crossed watching you all. Is there anything else you require?
Who, me? Or
She's asking everybody.
Amira's just gonna look to Lavana and then look to Gorian and just like, ugh.
Livana's gonna speak up and she's gonna kneel again. And she's gonna say, Great Fairy, one last thing. Do you have a hint as to where I can find one of your sisters?
She looks around for a moment, closes her eyes. There still seems to be one on Death Mountain.
Seems that's where we're going next. Thank you very much, Great Fairy.
She nods and she lifts up her hands and laughs as she back into the water.
Livana gets up and kind of wipes there was dirt on her legs. Well, it's done with.
You're kind of quiet.
Thanks, guys, and starts walking away.
As Gorian steps aside,
like, let's go.
As Gorian steps aside, he just goes, "Wow."
By the way, as you guys all turn, the Korok is. You can see them kind of a little off to the side on the road, kind of watching you all. What are you doing?
Deciding on a spell.
We should go to the city and see if we can find a harbor master or maybe.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, we need to try and. We could talk to the Zoras and see if we can find the head of the sanctuary. She is a dame, after all. So.
Checking domains. Okay.
But yeah, Mira's going to crouch down where the Korok is.
Okay.
And she's just going to say, do you want to come along with us?
As you crash down to us. What? And it shakes its head.
Well, you keep following us. Why is that?
I feel like I know you.
Should we roll an insight check?
She's just gonna nod a little and is like, yeah, I feel like I know you too.
What's your name?
Amira, what's yours?
Flora?
I fucking knew it!
Quieter.
Oh my god. Hearing that, she's gonna be like, Flora. Right. Can't be a coincidence. It's like, yeah, I knew a Flora.
I've never met you before, though.
She doesn't know what to say to this.
You guys feel confused.
Well, you've met each other
okay.
now. That's a good place to start.
Are you heading to the city?
Mira will sort of nod, like, we're headed to the Zora Sanctuary, yeah.
Be careful.
I will. You be careful, too. So cute, but yet so sad.
And with that, she kind of just, she's still looking up at you all, but you get the feeling she kind of finished talking.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just give her a wave and, like, let's go.
Livana's 30 feet ahead of you guys. She started walking.
Yeah. Amira has a very weird look on her face. It's a mixture between pain and happiness, which is a very weird look.
It's somewhere on the constipation spectrum.
Looking
But,
more like a grimace.
Yeah. But you all begin to make your way.
Yes.
And start walking. Everyone give me a quick survival check, just so you don't get lost.
Gorian's lost.
Thank goodness Lavana's leading.
22. Good thing Lavana's leading.
I got a 20.
Alright,
And
cool.
as you turn around, you find Gorian's not there anymore.
Gorian, you begin to look
God.
around, and you have a moment of, all these trees look familiar. But luckily, both Amira and Lavana keep you from walking off into God knows where. And as you guys, it takes about another hour or two, but you all begin to hear the sound of commerce and such. And before long, you see two big gates. Oh, excuse me. But yes, you see two big gates, and you see at the top of those gates what looks to be a image of Din with open arms, and you see two Gerudo guards standing at the on the sides of the gate. And within, you can hear the sounds of commerce and people laughing. You hear seagulls and all kinds of things. But you can assume you have definitely arrived to the Azure Sanctuary.
I'd like to use disguise self to disguise myself as a Gerudo.
As a Gerudo.
Yeah, there's two Gerudo at the guards at the gate, right?
Yeah, there are.
Yes, I'd like to disguise self as a Gerudo.
Okay. You easily take the form of a Gerudo.
I look to my party to see what they're doing, like, how are you getting in?
Amira's just gonna walk up to them and try and go past if they let her.
Okay. Well, let me get my phrases real fast. There we go. To which, as you all approach, are you just approaching by yourself, Amira, or everyone else is coming too?
I don't know. Are you guys coming with me?
Wait, sorry, I had to get rid of the bird.
It's okay.
So
Yeah,
we're approaching Gerudos?
You're at the city gates.
Yeah, are you
It's
gonna
too
come
good.
with me, Gorian?
Am I even allowed in?
That's what we're gonna find out.
I'm walking up.
Okay. As you walk up, the two Gerudo look to you, Lavana, and they say, "Ça va?"
Diva.
And which they look to the rest of you and also, nod. To which they speak up, "What brings you here?"
We're heading to the Zora Sanctuary.
The Zora Sanctuary.
She will nod. It's not a lie.
As you say that, she looks to the west along the coast, and she points with her spear. Then you need to go that way. This is the Azure Sanctuary, trading port in Hyrule.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
She nods.
She will nod and head that way.
Okay. So you guys see America kind of immediately start veering left.
This is awkward. I guess Levana's just gonna follow.
Which, by the way, as she pointed west, you see between you can still tell there's ocean on the other side, but it seems a bit far off, and there is mountains in the way.
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
Fuck.
What'd you roll?
5.
5.
Should the rest of us roll?
Yeah, you all can as well.
Okay. second. I got 10.
Okay.
I got a 20.
All right, Amara. As you get it, Mara. As you begin to walk away, you realize they're talking about Zora's domain,
Oh.
not a sanctuary. Where you guys were trying to go was here, because there's a large Zora population you can ask people of. But this is where you're trying to go. She's trying to lead you, because you said Zora's sanctuary, she's leading you toward the Zora's domain, to the west.
Right.
I'd like to just walk into the sanctuary.
Okay, as you begin to walk forward, the spears cross in front of you.
Is there a problem, ladies?
Once you're going to the Zora sanctuary,
I never said I was with them. And she kind of like points a finger at them.
she looks over to you two. Is she with you?
Amira's just gonna look to Lavana and just like, no.
Gorian actually looks to Lavana to see what she has to say. See if she's gonna like nod her head or shake her head.
I guess like telepathically I tell Elvie to like whisper in Gorian's ear, tell him to say no.
Alright, it's an awkward minute as she whispers to Gorian.
He's like, no.
Fuck.
And you see their eyes squint.
Do we have to make deception rolls?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
I got a 4.
Oh no.
Where's the... Oh.
So the party dies.
Can I roll deception for my own deception?
Gorian got 21 with his deception somehow.
Okay, roll 2 to Lavana.
Oh,
Gorian got 21 though.
Alright, Gorian.
He's like
they
super
look to
convincing.
you as you say, no. You seem genuine. You two, however, seem pretty suspect.
Of all people, Gorian seems suspect. Gorian seems the most genuine.
You seem most genuine, yeah. To which the two guards look to you both, and they look to each other, and then they hold out their halberds towards you both. What is your business?
Livana's gonna be like, hey, I left something in there before I go to this domain with the Zora. Can't I just go get it?
You're saying you left something in here. Make a deception check. This time with disadvantage because they already don't trust you.
I look like a Gerudo!
That does not help. 10 again.
10 again.
What'd you say? I was getting my stuff. They look to you, and one of them says, I don't recognize you.
Gorian, should Gorian just be honest, guys?
See, Amira's just like...
Wait, well, hold on a second. As she says, I don't recognize you, Lavana. The other one looks to you and says, what warren are you from?
Oh, boy.
Can I roll like a history or intelligence to see if Livana knows any of them?
You can roll, yes, you can. At disadvantage right now because you have 2 halberds pointed at you.
Fuck. Okay, history?
Yep.
Fuck.
Oh, that's a natural one.
1. You think of, you're trying to think of Warren's, Gerudo, Warren's, what the fuck's a Warren?
Help me here. She's gonna like
And you see, the both of them look to each other, and they shout up to the wall,
Oh,
something in
no.
Gerudo.
shit.
So they say, "Sokten!" And there's another shout from on the wall, and then you hear what sounds like. First, you see the gate close, and then you see coming down from the wall 4 more Gerudo.
Livana's gonna put her hands up, like in surrender and back up and be like, whoa, okay, I'm leaving.
I think we should
No,
just be
you're
honest.
not.
Huh?
So as you say you're leaving, you all look back, and the other 4 Gerudo have now surrounded you all. Who are you?
Amira's just gonna say that they want to see the dame who runs the Azure Sanctuary.
You want to see Dame Tikla?
Yes,
Why?
because there's something we want to discuss with her.
And why shall I let liars into the city?
You lie to us.
When did I lie?
You said that Zora Sanctuary was somewhat completely different from where it actually was.
It is different from here.
What?
The Zora Sanctuary is to the west.
My wording was probably not correct.
Your wording is what did it, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's like, I didn't mean I wanted to see the domain. I wanted to go in there. She's gonna point to the entrance.
The city behind the now locked gate.
Yeah.
Can
Like,
Gorian try
look,
to...
we're here because we want to see the dame so we can discuss freeing Zora Prince. That's why we're here.
Freeing
No
whom?
one? The Prince of Zora.
What?
Your other dame has him.
You see her eyes widen for a moment. And just go to squint again. To which she whispers to one of the other Zora, and they nod, and they immediately they scale up the wall, and you see them on the other side, and they run into the city. You will relate right here.
Okay.
And you, and she looks to you now. They look to you now, Lavana.
Mm-hmm.
You are not Gerudo.
Livana rolls her eyes and then casts Disguise Self on herself again, because I can cast it at will. And I go into my Hylian form that I've been going by.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, fine, you're right, I'm not. I just wanted in without all of this. And she like waves her hand like a...
All of this. If you just told us the truth from the start, you would already be in imposter.
Livana's gonna cross her arms and look away. You guys are picky sometimes.
Saying that?
Yeah.
Lavana, don't make this worse.
Hey, Lavana, you do feel a pole arm jab into your back. Not with the pointy end, but the blunt end.
Ow.
And they say, be silent.
She does so.
And she'll wait. Here we go. You eventually guys wait at least 45 minutes.
Gorian's just playing his bongos in the meantime.
Yeah, you're just playing the... But eventually, you do see the other Gerudo come back, and she says, Dame Tikla will see all of you, including the imposter.
Amira will not like. Great.
Livana's gonna
This-
bubble. That's not my name.
But with that, you see the gate open again, and you are all now flanked by guards, which are being led to seems to be the center of town. And actually, looking around, there is a mix of different architecture here. None Twilight, however, but you do see humans. You do see some Zora. You see some humans with Zora. You see Hylians. You see a casual Goron or two. But and you do see a couple of Vito now and then. But ultimately, you see that this is a very community based around the water. And you see many different merchants. You see a bazaar, people selling goods. You see a multitude of races together for trade. But you all are taken past them to the into the center of the city.
I assume we don't see any Twilight. Sorry to interrupt.
You do not.
Yeah.
You need to roll for that.
Roll for that?
Yeah, sure.
$18 for perception.
Okay. You do not see any Twilight now. However, as you guys are brought through, you are brought to the central, almost like a town hall in a way, but it is much more in Gerudo in the architecture. 5 pillars. You see a pillar that looks to be of a man, very fearsome in appearance. You see a pillar depicting a more muscular Gerudo woman. You see the picture depicting a Gerudo that seems to have a pirate-like captain's hat. You see a picture of a woman, a Gerudo woman with looks to be of furs and such, and she seems to be more dexterous. You see a pillar depicting a Gerudo woman that seems to have a depiction of flames around her, but they're all centered around a younger-looking Gerudo woman that has a single scimitar at her side. You all can assume that this is the council that you heard of. And the building beyond it, it's rounded, similar to a dome. But you see, like, through the sides of it, you can see some merchants coming and going and such. It still seems to be a place of commerce here as well. But you are escorted in, and as you are being escorted in, you can see people now taking notice of your group as you are, and you see some whispering amongst themselves. And some rolling perception checks, all of you.
Yeah, 11.
14.
16.
Okay. Amara, for just a moment, you can swear you see a traveler you saw before back in Kakariko. But as you go to focus and look to see if you see them again, they're gone. Kind of lost in the crowds.
The traveler disguised as a Yiga.
You can assume so.
Oh god. This is gonna make her tense up immensely.
But with that, you are let inside. And as you're being let in, the head guard that was speaking to you speaks again. You are to be on your best behavior. Am I understood?
Yes.
The Dame Tikala does not associate herself with liars. Merchants, yes, but not liars. And with that, you guys are brought through the big double doors, and you see inside, it looks like you see a multitude of people conducting business. You see tables, and you see it's like almost like a open tavern, almost like there are drinks and laughs being shared, but it seems very fine. There is the only the best it seems of furniture here, rugs and tapestries, and you see within those tapestries the symbols of the Gerudo kingdom. But with it seems to have also be carried by a boat and such, kind of like saying the Gerudo kingdom carries and respects trade. And as you all are brought forward, you brought past people smoking pipes and all kinds of incense, and you're brought forward to this large staircase leading upward. And beyond that staircase, you enter, and immediately what you all see is, well, first you see this woman. But she seems to be lounging. And you see at her side, you see Gerudo, a couple of Gerudo talking amongst themselves, laughing. But you see also Hylian men and human men also like fanning them, feeding them grapes, pouring their wine, that kind of stuff. But yes, you can assume you are now in the presence of Dame Tikla, which, as the head guard speaks up, Dame Tikla. You see her hold up her hand, and the guard immediately goes quiet as the dame continues to laugh about a joke that she heard not even that long ago. And then now she turns her attention to you all. And are these the travelers. Yes, dame. This one here, she points to Lavana, lied about her identity. So we took the necessary precautions. You see her laugh a bit, as if amused. Just a moment, I can find it. There we go. Oh, okay. There you go, sorry about that. I forgot to write my music for it, and... there we go. Y'all hear okay?
Yep.
There we are. But yeah, she looks at you all. So, what brings you to my fair city?
Amira is going to take a breath and she will sort of bow a little, like, Dame Tikva, we've come here to ask for your help.
You see her laugh, and the other Gerudo also give a very pompous laugh almost. And then she looks to you. And by the way, as she's lounging kind of on her side, so she has one hand upon her hip basically, and one hand under her chin watching you. And why should I help you?
Amira is just gonna be like, this should be, you don't really have to, but this isn't about us. One of the other dames, I can't remember her name right now, she'll
Nebby.
mention it, yeah, has Zora Prince. I wish to find a way to negotiate his freedom. And as you are on the council with her, I would have hoped that you could perhaps arrange a meeting.
Ah, yes. Nebby did say something about procuring a special pet. And you're saying that this pet is your Zora Prince?
She will nod.
Do you have any proof?
Do they? I don't think so, other than what they've heard.
You only have your words.
Yeah, she's just gonna be like, only what I've heard. If it is the Zora Prince, I would ask that he be released.
She sighs. Words are wind.
Gorian does bring up the fact that the person who told him about it was stung by a scorpion, a giant scorpion of sorts, if that narrows it down.
As you say that?
Yeah.
I think I heard of this incident. It was a Goron, no?
He nods.
Foolish creatures. The Gerudo take what they take. They claim what they claim. I work with the more solid things I can hold, things I can trade. Words are wind. And you're telling me that Nebby has your prince. And all you have to offer me are words. And then as she's talking, you see the other Gerudo kind of exaggeratedly fan themselves as if they're bored.
Well, Ivana's trying really hard not to roll her eyes.
Gorian says, as you said, everything here is all about trade, correct? Well, we came here in order to negotiate a trade. Ergo,
and as she looks at you now, Gorian, as you speak and speak forward, you see her eyes look you up and down.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Well, you may have something to trade after all.
He's not for sale.
And she kind of chuckles a bit, as do the other Gerudo around her, and she says, everyone has a price. So handsome, tell me, what do you have to trade for this favor?
Goran's just like sweating. He has no idea what to offer.
Her eyes are completely on you, and they look less like her talking to you and more of like her looking at a piece of meat. Like a lion staring down a gazelle.
I mean, we have the money, like the jewels and things. But I'm wondering if she'd be interested in the compass we have, because it is the compass of Din.
I think she's just interested in time with Gorian.
Oh, God.
It's up to you guys.
I mean, Gorian's really bad at picking up on signals, so...
Roll insight, Gorian.
Please roll high.
No!
Oh.
7.
You're not sure why, but the way she's staring at you makes you uncomfortable.
Can I roll an insight?
Sure. You all may if you want.
I got a 15.
15.
Holy cow.
You remember what it was like being in your heat, Amara?
Amara just pushes Gorian forward and says, we're trading him.
Lavana,
No.
you can kind of get the gist that she seems interested in Gorian. And as you all begin to look around, the other Gerudo are also staring at Gorian.
Oh shit.
Amira's just gonna sort of whisper to him, like, she's interested in you. They all are.
Yeah, Livana's gonna like pat his butt and be like, "It's time to take one for the team, buddy."
Gorian's eyes widen, he's just standing there frozen now.
And Gorian, as you are standing there frozen, you see Tikla. She takes her hand, kind of trails it down like her side and over her hips. So tell me exactly, what do you have to trade?
Amira would not force Gorian to do this, but...
I mean, go for it. I kind of don't know if he'd be the kind to speak up about this sort of thing, but...
Amira's just gonna look to Lavana, then look to Gorian, like, did we do this?
Livana's finally gonna roll her eyes. And she's gonna grab the compass of Din from her pocket and she's going to hold it out and say, "How about this, Miss Tikla?"
You see her raise an eyebrow, and she looks at the compass. My. A relic. Not quite what I had in mind, but still good nonetheless. And you kind of see the other girl on the side kind of give a sigh, like,
No snoo for you.
Rock fly. Make a persuasion check with it.
You want me to make a persuasion check?
Mm-hmm.
$22.
Okay. Sweet. She looks like her interest is piqued.
Okay, that's a good thing.
The compass of Din.
It's all yours.
In exchange for what exactly?
We will give you this. In exchange, we'll arrange a meeting with Dame Nemi, or whatever she's called.
Yeah, Nebby.
Yeah. And I would request that she brings the Zora Prince with her. If it is him, I will know him by sight.
She sighs.
And she'll explain that she was in the Royal Guard. So, she knows him quite personally.
You're the traitor, are you not?
She's going to wince at this. Like, I am not a traitor. I was falsely accused.
You can say what you will. As I said before, words are wind. But for that compass. He looks at the compass, looks at Gorian, looks at the compass of Gorian. Okay, let's see.
I was like, this is important to us. Any price is.
Oh God! Don't
Yeah.
say that.
Any price, I'll do anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
And thus Gorion lost his virginity several times that day.
In a sea of Gerudo women. But she kind of sighs. It seems like her evening got ruined. Very well, I can arrange this. Give me the compass. And an hour or two with that one.
That's hardly fair.
I believe it's plenty fair. You're in my city.
You're only setting up a meeting. We're giving you a relic of Din for this.
You see her raise an eyebrow, and you see the guards kind of like look towards you now.
Goran's like, it's fine. I I can take one for the team.
I'll take one for the team.
And Mira's just gonna sort of pat his arm, sort of sympathetic, like.
Well, then you don't need the
Sure,
compass.
As you begin to try to pull out the compass, you see her fingertips like curl around it.
Livana's not letting go.
Oh shit.
You're gonna keep hold of the compass?
I'm going to try and keep hold of the compass.
Just let go, Levana.
No, she can't have both.
As you begin to try to keep your hand at the compass, you feel the edges of it heat up. And you immediately take... you take 8 points of fire damage.
Ow.
As the compass is now burning hot. And now she's looking at you. She still has a smile on her face, but her eyes have gone venomous.
Lavana, just let it go. I should be grateful to have gotten this far. For a day before.
Livana's going to almost give her an icy stare as she slowly lets go of the compass. She did not take her hand back fast or anything.
Okay.
Showing no flinching as she steps back.
All right, Lavana. Also, as you still let go of the compass, you do feel 2 halberds at your back. The pointy ends this time. I am also told that you were the one who lied about your identity, impersonating a Gerudo, no less.
My bad, she says.
My bad.
She's in a bad mood.
I see. Well, then, I'm sure you won't mind spending a night in the dungeon, then.
My comrades need my help. I'd rather not.
Goran actually
There's
speaks up.
another way.
Goran actually speaks up and he says oh wow, I had something in my head and it's gone now. 1 second.
By the way, Lavana, as you begin to look around, the Gerudo that were sitting down, you see them now have scimitars in their hands.
Oh, for fuck's sake. No, she doesn't say that. She doesn't say that.
Okay.
Goran just says, really the only reason we did it in the first place was to try to avoid any conflict. Is there any way we can extend an apology for that?
Roll a perception check.
Gorian, you're gonna end up
With
spending an
advantage,
entire
Gorian,
day
because
there.
she seems to like you.
17? 19.
19. She looks to you. Her eyes kind of dart to you, Gorian, and she kind of... That will not be necessary. I already have what I want. Just make sure to control your friend here. To which
Well,
she does lean forward a bit, and she whispers into your ear, Lavana. Twily.
Oh, shit.
she knows. I think it's because that she made the compass bird. It might not have done that if it was an actual Italian.
Yeah.
Livana's gonna her eyes are gonna widen. She's gonna swallow nervously.
Oh, suddenly you need to feel so big and bold now, are you?
shouldn't bite off more than you can chew.
And then you realize just how many Gerudo there really are in here.
Amira's going to bow. It's like, yes, well, thank you for your time, Gamekeeper. We appreciate this trade going through. Trying to be as polite as
Gotcha.
possible.
And she says, I'm glad we could find a way to work this out.
As am I.
You are dismissed. You may go. Except you. And she looks at you now, Gorian. At this point, Gorian, you're kind of flanked by two Gerudo women. To which
just gonna give Gorian the most sympathetic look, like, sorry, buddy.
As which you see the Gorian kind of get picked up by them and like taken to like a bathing area.
Levana's gonna walk out with her head down.
Yeah, Amira's gonna fall. It's like, see you in an hour, buddy.
To which, as you begin to leave Levana, she speaks up. Oh, and one more thing, Hylian.
She stops and looks towards her.
Please enjoy your stay at the Adra Sanctuary. And you see her, with a motion of her fingers, you see the doors close.
Amira's just gonna put a hand on her shoulder, like, you okay?
Levana's gonna sort of pull away from her and be like, no, and kind of walk forward.
Okay.
All right. Where are you two headed?
Well, we've got time to kill till the actual meeting. Working. I guess we can look around the market, I guess. Or find
Well, at this
somewhere
point, you'll be
to
cresting
stay.
to evening time, so it's starting to get dark.
Yeah, we should find somewhere relatively decent to stay.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a investigation to find yourselves an Ian.
Hey, 19.
That's a 5. I am very distracted.
You feel a little, a little nervous. But who rolled the? Let me see.
I rolled 19.
You did. Amira, you, however, do see what looks to be an inn. Though this one seems a bit on the water's
Okay.
edge. And you recognize the architecture immediately. It's a Zora Inn.
Yay!
You got a head in?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Let me get some stuff for you. There we go. All right. You step in, and immediately you are met with the sight of. It's very interesting, kind of how it's made. Half of the inn itself seems to be submerged.
Okay.
The other is for land dwellers. And you immediately walk in, and you see you do see behind the desk a Zora man. And as the chime of the front door, he looks up and says, welcome. You know, he looks over to you. You know who you are, Mara.
Huh?
I rolled to see if he knew who you were.
Does he?
He does not.
Okay. Amira will sort of nod and say, we'd like 2 rooms. One for me, one for Hylian.
I see. That would be about 40 rupees, please.
She will pay it because they've got a lot of money.
He will see you and he says,
You can hear Gorian in the back of your mind say you're welcome.
Thank you, Gorian.
Hey, which, by the way, the Zora man looks like this, so you can see. It's in the Skype.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I see him.
If you can post it on Discord, it'll be easier to open.
I can't Discord, remember?
I can't open it on Skype for some reason.
We'll see it later. Essentially, he has a very lavender scales, almost pinkish.
He was looking at who?
To Amara, he's like,
Great.
I know you from somewhere.
I don't believe so.
Small world. Anyway, that's 40 rupees, please. Would you like a room to be dry or submerged?
Submerged for me, dry for her.
Okay. He looks to you now, Lavana. Oh, good evening. Alright. 40 rupees in total.
Yep, she'll pay it.
Okay with that. He gives, Lavana, he gives you a key. Amara, he gives you what you recognize. It looks to be a bit of coral in the shape of a key.
Sweet.
And he says, you'll find your room on the top. Talking to Lavana. And to Amara, he says, you'll find your room, well, you know where.
She'll nod. And then she'll sort of look to Lavana's like,
Okay.
good night. Sees Lavana is being all offish with her.
Livana's gonna like wave and walk to her bedroom.
Into the water I go.
Right into the water, and you see a hallway. A few hallways here, and you find the right coral matching the key. And it's interesting, as you put the coral key into the doorway, it seems it becomes part of the coral again, and the door opens. But it doesn't open like a normal door. It kind of slides up, and then down behind. Inside, you see all the combinations of Zora. You do see a place to sleep, and the water here feels warm and it's really nice.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Yay!
Lavana, your room has very almost like a a ship feel to your room. As you get inside, you do see a couple charts and stuff on the walls, kind of matching the theme of it. Really, the whole in itself seems to have the aesthetic of a sinking ship. But your bed is warm and dry.
Thank God. I'm gonna immediately shut the blinds, close my door and lock it, and go back into my twilight form.
Yeah, you let the magic fall away, and your red hair is now at its full length. You're back in your full form. To which LV comes to you and says, "Can we not piss off a Gerudo, please?
I didn't know she knew.
You can't assume they don't.
She was being a...
She runs the city. She can be."
I don't like people like that. Livana kind of like flops herself on the bed.
Either, but we were kind of outnumbered like 1 to a bunch of Gerudo.
Yeah, but just because she can do what she wants doesn't mean she can just kill a Hylian. Like I said, I didn't know she knew.
I mean, if she runs the city, she probably has ways of getting rid of people she doesn't like. She's a Gerudo.
She's gonna roll over and throw her blankets over her head.
Yeah, mirror Lavana's head is gonna go, to be fair, you're lucky she didn't kill you.
Say what?
Amira's in her head is just like, to be fair, she's, you're lucky she didn't kill you. Because she knew who you were or what you were. Should be grateful.
You're alive. You're welcome. No, I'm kidding. But with that, are you guys going to bed?
Amira, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Livana still kind of wants to talk to LV.
Okay, sure.
Why didn't she kill me, though?
So what?
Why didn't she kill me though?
Well, she might be nice, like, oh, my king. No, she's not.
Exactly.
She might want something, maybe.
Clearly. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, let's finish this business with the Zora Prince and skedaddle.
My luck, that's gonna be too late.
Well, we can't really leave now. It's dark. We don't know where they're hiding. Hope Gorian's okay. You think he's dead?
I don't know. She's gonna like shove her pillow on her head. I'll just go to bed.
Plot twist, they didn't have sex with Gorian, they just made him like, they braided his hair and gave him a bath.
He's like in a
Basically
spa.
made him have a slumber party.
Alright, with that, are you going to bed, Lavana?
Yeah, she's gonna go to bed now.
Okay, you as well, Mara?
Yep.
Alright, you guys close your eyes. We'll go to you, Gorian.
Oh no.
Alright, big guy. So, currently, you have cucumbers on your eyes. You have something on your face, you're not sure what. You feel people waiting on you hand and foot. They're cutting your nails, giving you manicures, pedicures.
Oh my god, she was right.
They're washing their hair. It actually feels really nice.
Part of me is kind of disappointed.
But you're currently being on hand and foot, and you're being scrubbed clean. How are you enjoying your treatment?
Sorry?
So how are you enjoying your time?
Honestly, he's kind of not used to this. He basically grew up around rocks, so...
Yeah, this is
Your skin is never going to be smoother.
oh yeah, your skin is glowing, by the way. You have to have take these pumice rocks and scrub your bottoms of your feet.
This is all pretty much foreign to him. I mean, besides just regular
yeah.
cleaning, but all this extra stuff is pretty much foreign to him, so he has no idea how to react, so he's just kind of standing there awkwardly.
Your hair, which is usually slicked back, is really well washed. It's kind of wavy.
And poofy.
Maybe he was born with it.
Yeah, you have Maybelline hair. But ultimately, you even have they even massage your back, and someone walks on your back, and you feel a lot of popping in your back because you're really tense all the time. But ultimately, they put a robe around you. Seems to have these Gerudo symbols on it and such, and they're escorting you somewhere.
Right now, he's actually just expecting to just have more of that pampering, I guess.
Oh no. They just got you prepared for Tickler. That's what it is.
Alright, so you walk through the hall you feel like a king, almost.
Yep.
This is what royals go through. This is pretty awesome. But ultimately they bring you to a very ornate door. And you haven't even left the building, but this one seems to be at the tallest. And the door is open to you, and you can immediately see. Let me get a good reference for you. This way, I'll get ask and grab is I'll sort of put my notes on it. You enter the room, and immediately you see looks to be the finest furniture you've ever seen in your life. Above you see a dome, and you see the plethora of moon and stars in the sky, and it looks gorgeous. You've never seen them like this before. And you see around, and you see looks to be a den of pillows and pillows, and upon a table next to that, the pillow seems centered around this table, and you see incense and some kind of pipe there. Looking further around, you can see upon the walls pictures of the Dame Tikla, as well as the other members of the council. But what gets your attention immediately is that you see a very ornate bed.
Now he knows what's happening.
And you see streaming connecting, like kind of like from one side of the room to the other, and like kind of like crossing which way you see I'm trying to think they're called they're cloths of fabric that are stretched, and they're very ornate as well. And sitting upon the bed, one leg crossed over the other, you can see with her hair completely down, and also wearing a very fine robe, you see the Dame Tila. And you also see now currently within a case near her bed the compass. To which she looks at you and she says, "Well, you took your sweet time, didn't you?" Which, as you are look around like, what's going on? You hear the doors slam behind you.
Well, you're screwed, literally.
But she seems to be watching you.
I actually don't know what to have Gorian do right now.
Besides freak out in bed.
Like I said, this kind of situation, he's kind of nervous out of his mind.
Oh yeah, you're quaking. You felt awesome not even like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And now being manicured and pedicured and your hair is styled and your skin is glowing, you never felt so vulnerable in your life.
He's just stammering.
To which she gets up and she begins walking towards you. Do you remember that scene from Fire Emblem Fates when you first meet the older sister?
Camilla.
I didn't play
Camilla?
Fates.
Yeah, where she walks up and all you see is boobs, and she's like, "You're so cute." Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
He's been wanting to use this.
I'm so excited. Here, buddy, let me give you a good reference.
No, it's fine. I get the picture. I saw it on YouTube just now.
Oh yeah, so you know exactly what I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
She begins to approach you, and she says, "We have much to discuss." And we'll fade to black right there for you, buddy. Roll me a con save, by the way.
Never
Oh, shit.
seen again.
Wait, what's my con save throw? Oh, I actually got a really high one. Ah, 11.
11. Okay. Hold on a sec. All right. We'll come back to you. All right. So next morning, ladies, you both wake up well rested, refreshed, and feeling pretty good.
Yeah, Mira's gonna emerge from like the submerged part. and
Yeah, you give the you give the Little Mermaid
yeah.
come out of the water.
I'm gonna wait for Lavana to wake up and stuff. So.
All right, Lavana.
I am hiding under my blankets while Elvie tries to pull me out of bed.
Okay, and Elvia is like pulling your hair, like, "Come on, get up."
I don't want to go into this wretched world.
Stop being so dramatic.
I could die.
You can die anytime.
Ugh.
Come on. She like yanks her hair really hard.
Ow! Fine.
Come on, we gotta make sure Gorian's not dead.
I cast Disguise Self, pull my cloak back on and over my head, and grumble my way down to the stairs.
All right, you you make your way
Yeah.
down the stairs, and you do see Amara there, actually looking much more chipper than usual, having slept underwater again.
Uh-huh. I drop my key off, and I'm like, let's get this over with.
By the way, Amara, you had a dream about Brutus.
Oh my god.
Let's roll for it. It was nothing bad. It was actually really pleasant.
Uh-huh.
Like you guys walked up the beach for a while. He even gave you a piggyback ride. You were surprised how light you were.
My heat's for another month and a half.
It's not heat. It was pleasant.
Yeah. There's nothing inside. Let's go see if Gorian still lives.
Wait, you're making your way back to the central building?
Yep.
All right. Gorian!
Yes.
All right, buddy. You wake up in a almost a very hangover-like situation. There are pillows everywhere. You see one of the tapestries that was hanging off the roof is currently torn down. Not sure how that happened. The bed's a mess.
I thought she only got him for a few hours. What?
It went longer than expected.
Is
that roll is for.
Gorian naked?
Gordon, you are stark-ass naked. But it's one of the things where you're waking up, you're kind of like, where am I? There was wine. It's the glasses are empty. The entire tankard's empty.
And
it's like
Tikla is still there.
Tikla, she is currently face down in on the pillow, and the covers are covering her bottom half, but she seems to be exhausted, she's asleep.
Did you wear her out, dude?
You rolled an 11, she rolled a 7.
Oh my god. Apparently Gorian's good at this thing.
And Gorian, you feel kind of good, buddy. You now have a +1 permanently to your charisma.
Yes. 1 second.
Like he needs it with all the women that want to bang him. Just for being him.
So to my charisma stats, it's +1, or I
to your
I have
actual
14
charisma number
right now, so it's 15 now, or it's I have a +2 charisma, so now it's +3.
Well, no, it's your charisma score, your actual they're 15.
The ability score. Yeah.
The ability score goes up.
Okay. Well, nothing changed. Oh well.
But you feel more confident in yourself.
At first he looks at Tikla there on the bed, and then everything comes back to him. And then he starts getting nervous, then he shrugs his shoulders and gets back into bed.
You can't remember exactly all what happened. There was some magic, you think? Whatever it was great. But there is a knock at the door, and Dan, Tikla, you have visitors? Plus, you hear Tikla.
Gorian says, "Go away."
You say, "Go away."
+1 charisma, man.
You hear on the other side of the door that. Is the dame all right?
He says to Tikla, "I think she needs to hear from you."
Tikla kind of opens one eye and glances at you. Fine, I'll be out in a moment.
Damn.
And she gets up, and her hair's a mess, by the way. But she looks to you, and she kind of trails her little kind of sharpened nails, kind of walks them up your chest. Well, you surprised me.
My God, Gorian.
Gorian, lady killer.
I don't think he'd be the kind to say this, but at the same time, given his current high.
Go for it, buddy.
Whoa there.
No, basically, I can surprise you more, he said.
What you said? You actually see her blush.
My God, Gorian.
It's gonna go away. It's just a high right now.
Yeah, you're great. You can take on the world, and you see her blush, and she gives you a light push. You are incorrigible.
My God.
What she says, but I have business to attend to.
Yeah, he kind of nods and they get ready for whatever.
All right, sorry. You go find your armor pieces. And ladies, it takes about a good 25 minutes or so, but you do see Gordon walk.
He doesn't walk. He's actually swaggering out right now.
Yeah, he has like that.
When he greets them, when he greets him, he doesn't wave or anything. He actually does that finger snap and point thing, and it says "Hey."
Amira just knows, just from a glance, that he got laid and he enjoyed it. So Amira just smiles and like, yeah.
He's not even standing right now. He's actually leaning one arm against the wall.
Yeah, Livana's rolling her eyes.
You do see Dame Tico actually a little bit off balance. But she looks to you and says, I have not forgotten our agreement. And she snaps her fingers, one of the guards come over, and she whispers in the ear, and they run off. We shall be meeting Nebby in my office. Feel free to sit in if you want.
By the way, is Sabina here right now with us?
Sabina's basically here, but she's basically, as me and my friends say, when someone's not at the table, they're basically T-posing. Oh.
Because she wanted me to let you guys know that her character would not be okay with any of this.
Alright, then someone kind of taped like her eyebrows to be angry. Put down.
She's super jealous.
But with that, she does invite you guys to sit in her office until Nebby arrives.
Okay, I guess we will do then.
Okay.
So she's gonna be awkward, but okay.
Yep.
And you guys kind of just you sit in the you sit there for a while and you wait. You do see Tico make eyes at Gorian now and then. But
for once, Amira is glad that like somebody else is the one getting laid. She can tease him about it later.
It's hilarious, and I love everything about it. Oh, come on now. Hold on a second, I gotta redo that. Sorry, I'm trying to get the picture to show. Come on. Oh, goodness. Hold on. All players. Give me just a moment, though. I gotta reload for a second to try to get the thing up because it's not working. But while you guys are, you're currently with the, well, the other Gerudo women are not in. It's just there's like 2 guards at the door, and it's mostly you all at the moment. So anything you like to do?
Not make eye contact.
Okay, you avoid all eye contact.
Yep.
Amir's just gonna keep giving Gorian like, looks.
He's just raising his brows up and down.
He doing the
then eyebrows.
from El Dorado. As you all were waiting for Nebby, you all waited about a good at least 45 minutes or so to an hour. But then ultimately you do hear the clacking of boots. And then the door swings open. And you all are immediately met with the sight of this woman. To which she says, now what's this I hear about Tikla wanting to see me? To which she walks in and Tika looks at her and kind of laughs a bit, and they exchange like a friendly hug. It's good to see you, Nebby. How do the seas fare you? Well, nothing I can't take, nothing I can't get, so, you know, the usual. And you see them both kind of laugh a bit. And then she, Nebby looks to all of you. Are these the travelers that are looking for a little something? Yes, indeed. And Nevi's eyes kind of link on you, Gorian, again. He's like, well. And who might you be?
Oh shit. He just introduced himself. My name is Gorian. It's a pleasure to meet you. And then he does that finger snap thing again.
You see Nevi, she kind of smirks at you, and Tikla says, "All right, you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. Tikla introduced you as a talented Helene.
Okay.
Arch an eyebrow at you. Talent today. We'll talk later. Now then, she looks to you, Lavana, and Amira.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec, gotta get right there. I think this is it. She looks to you all and says, I believe you are searching for some property of mine.
Amira is not going to like the fact that she's calling the Zora property, but she wants.
She kind of snaps her fingers, and the you see the doors are still open. You hear the rustling of chains, and he's flanked by two guards on the side. But you and Gorian see this young man, and Amira, you immediately recognize him.
Yeah. I'm immediately going to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, Prince Sove.
To which he looks very... you can see the bruises on his body and such, as if he's had a very, very rough time. But upon hearing you say his name, you see him slowly lift his eyes to you, and you see a bit of a slight smile on his face. And he's... Amira?
Your Highness. She will bow.
He kind of smiles a bit. Still fretting over me, are you?
Things are a lot more complicated than you know, Your Highness.
I imagine they are. He coughs, and Nevi kind of like shifts her weight onto one hip. This is one of my greatest treasures. And you want me to part with it?
Yes.
Very well. She'll go to Tikla. And what are you willing to trade?
Amira is going to look to the others, and then she's going to dump every single piece of treasure that they have on the table. Or at least half of it. Should we do half of it first? I don't know. I think between us it was like 5,000 rupees, so half of that would be 2,500.
Okay.
Huh. Good luck trying to get some off for Livana.
Lavana, please.
Offer it first, see if she takes it. I say that out of character.
Okay.
Alright. As you offer, make me a persuasion check. Currently at disadvantage.
15.
15. You see her look at the money. Is that all you got?
Amira will raise an eyebrow. You think he's not worth that?
She unsheaths her rapier, and she held it to the Zora Prince's neck. He kind of tilts his chin a bit, and you see him sweat for a moment. I think he's worth more than that.
She'll put the 500 down.
How much more?
500. So it's 3,000.
Please, I can plunder that much. You have nothing of value, interest. It's just money.
How?
Trying to see if there's something in my inventory that's better than money. It doesn't really have anything.
The only things I have are the smoked fish, the detailed map of Hyrule, and the Ocarina of Time, but I'm not giving her that. Oh no, I just thought of something.
What?
She has a signet bracelet that's only passed down from her family. It's very rare. Like, it's passed down through her noble family. She could offer that up, but I don't know if she'd take it.
Make any offer.
Yeah, Amira's just gonna she's going to very reluctantly take off, like, the necklace that has the sigil of her house.
Which as you do, you see Zova's eye wide, and he's like, Amira, don't.
Amira's gonna look to Zova's like, we have a choice. Worth the price of your freedom. And she's gonna place it on the table with the money.
And you see her look down. She takes it in her hands and starts turning it over. Well, this is a fine trinket. What is it?
It's the rest of my house. Part of Zora nobility.
Zora nobility? Well, now we're talking. And how much would you say this is worth?
It's unique.
Yeah, if it's very rare,
wow.
that is easily 5,000 by itself.
Yeah, like, it passed along through the family. She's an only child, so she inherited it.
Yep. To which she turns it over. She resheaves her rapier. Very well, I shall take the amount you provided, as well as this trinket.
And you will give him his freedom?
Certainly. And Gerudo is worth her honor, at the very least.
She will sort of nod like, and I'm glad we've managed to reach an agreement.
Me as well. Honestly, I thought you were going to try to take him on the run, because if you did, I'd have to kill you.
I'd rather not cause any undue bloodshed.
Me as well. I just got this rapier. With that, she looks to her her two guards, and they you see them look to one another, and they nod, and then you see his binds, the chains around his neck, arms, and legs are undone. You see him stumble forward a bit. Well, well, treasure, it seems you are free. You may thank your friend. Did see Zov kind of like rub his wrist. What you're doing in the high seas, it's illegal. And who's going to stop me, sweet thing? You see Zov kind of furrow his brow. Then I think our business is concluded, is it not, Tikla? It is, Nebi. Thank you for coming. Of course. I've never missed a chance to get more treasure. To which she snaps her fingers and the guards take the money and your necklace. By your leave. She bows to all three of all of you, and she turns and begins to walk away. To which Zov now looks to you, Amara, and he's, you shouldn't have done that, Amara. That was priceless.
I know. If my parents ever accept me back, they're not going to forgive me for giving it away.
I'm not worth
it doesn't
such
matter
treasure.
now. She just shakes her head. It's like, you're worth more than that to the kingdom. The princess and the queen have been furious since you disappeared. To have you back will fill them with joy.
You see him kind of sigh. I won't forget what you did for me today. I promise you that.
She will smile a little.
And he looks to Gorian and this blonde Hylian woman now. Oh, you have friends?
They are.
Gorian bows.
Ivana waves.
You have my humble gratitude, looking after Amara. I imagine my sister and mother took a lot out on you, didn't they?
A mirror will sort of nod. I was exiled.
Exiled?
She will nod. It's part of the reason why I'm here.
This is my fault, Amara. I'm so sorry.
She shakes her head. She's like, no. Somebody framed me for your disappearance. They made it seem like I'd helped plot your kidnapping.
If that's the case, I need to get back home. I'm sure I missed much. And Naruto, she... ruling isn't exactly her thing.
Amira will nod. She's like, well, we need to go see the Zora anyway. We need allies.
Allies?
She will nod. She's like, I will explain everything to you on the way.
Wait, 1 second. Isn't Laruda with us?
No. Oh shit! Freaking Ruva and Ruva and the other one were with you as well.
Lana,
I'll just say they were still at the inn.
Ash, it was Ash.
Yeah, Ash and Ruva are still with you, but I'll say that they're still at the inn for now.
Okay.
Well, like, we'll explain everything to you. We'll go to the inn. Kind of thing.
Thank you, Gory. I was like, I'm forgetting someone really important.
So I guess we leave and head back to the inn to...
But before you leave, Tikla speaks up and says, I have done you this favor. I trust you won't forget.
You have to pay for this favor. No, she's not going to say that. Amira will turn and she will bow as respectfully as she can. It's like, me and the Zora, thank you. Service.
Good. I will call upon you for a favor eventually.
As you wish.
She nods, and she allows you to leave. And you have to kind of support Zoe, but he seems okay for the most part.
Just a little roughed up and...
Oh yeah, definitely roughed up.
Livana also takes a moment to bow to Dame Tikla, and she says, I will not forget.
Good, and Tika looks at you, and she says, neither will I.
She kind of gives her like a nod of understanding and walks out.
Very tense. All right.
Yup, like, okay.
We have an agreement then. But with that, you all do come back to the inn. Yeah. And you do see Ruva sitting there with Ash. And immediately as you walk through the door, Ruva is, my prince. She immediately bows, and the innkeeper's, Prince, oh! he goes to bow, but he kind of hits his head, and he kind of falls back.
Amira will request that, like, someone with medical attention tends to him and gets him some food, drink, and stuff.
Yeah, he's out cold.
I mean, Gorian still has one on milk, so.
But Zob does look to Ruva and and the rest. And he nods and he's, I apologize for the inconvenience of coming to retrieve me. To which Ruva's, nothing at all. I am glad to see you safe.
Yeah.
To which you see Ruva kind of she kind of looks a bit uncomfortable for a moment, and then Zob kind of sighs, and he opens his arms, and Ruva immediately runs into him and hugs him tightly.
Aww.
He's like, I'm so glad you're okay, Zob. He's, I apologize. I worried you, Ruva. To which after that, she slaps him in the face.
Oh my god.
He's out. Do you have any idea how much everyone's worried about you? He kind of looks up very apologetically, like, I have a bit of an idea.
Amira's just gonna put a hand on Ruva's shoulders, like, try not to injure him more than he already is. He might need your healing touch.
She kind of, like, looks at you and she sighs. Towards Zob's kind of, I'm really sorry, Ruva. They got the jump on me. He's like, you are the prince. If Briggs can get the jump on you, then who knows about the princess? Well, to be fair, they wore these. They wore these cloaks, and they had these masks, and I'm pretty sure they were Shika. So she's like, Shika.
Wait a minute. So, Amira is going to pause and is like, did the eye happen to be upside down?
As you say that, he's, Yeah, they were. It was pretty weird to me.
That's not Sheikah, that's Yiga.
Yiga?
Yeah, they worship Ganon.
So it's you, Ruva, kind of scowl a bit, as well as Ash.
So they orchestrated this.
Why would the Yiga take you? Well, from what I hear, it seems everything is a bit unbalanced at home. Maybe something about that? You see Ruva immediately.
Amira is just going to take a breath. It's like, a lot of things have changed since you've been gone. Please, sit and I'll try and explain everything. And she'll basically explain, like, she was exiled and that the princess is going to be married to Prince Frederick and all this stuff.
Well, as you mentioned, his sister's going to get married. He's, what?
Yeah, I don't like it either. Not because I dislike Frederick, but because of what Inara might be up to.
Gerudo can't get married. She's my little sister.
That's why we are going to the Zora Kingdom, hoping to meet with Frederick and try and prevent this. Whatever Inara is up to, it can't be good.
Inara, huh? You see him kind of sigh.
And then she's like, and then it gets even more complicated.
Ah, crap, what else happened?
She's going to show him the Triforce on her hand and nudge the others to show theirs.
He does so. I mean, Gorian does so.
He looks to you,
Ivana
Ilana.
does. Yes,
Okay.
Ivana does.
And he looks to all of you and he's, what? Are you all Link?
No, it's more complicated than that. She's going to explain that 100 years ago, the Triforce of Courage shattered and went into each of them, and they're on the quest for the sages. But in order to get the sages and stop Ganon, they need allies, and it's kind of why they rescued the prince, and they believe Inara is corrupted by Ganon, and that Frederick has the Triforce of Wisdom. She's going to tell him everything.
Well, after that, you kind of see his eyes wide. He's, oh, is that all?
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess.
Well, Amira, had I known you were the hero this whole time, I probably wouldn't have made you go get me food.
She's just gonna sort of snort with laughter at this. It's the first time she's laughed since, like, Kakariko Village got, before Kakariko Village got burned down. She's like, believe me, I didn't know until the other day, so it's fine. But yeah, this entire thing is a lot bigger than we all expected.
Well, if what you're telling me is true, then it seems time's of the essence. We must find the sages at once.
Yeah. She's like, the Great Fairy's already indicated one is in Death Mountain, and that there's another close by. She's going to sort of subtly glance at Ash.
And Ash is kind of like, she noticed you glance at her, kind of like looks like, what?
She's going to pull out the Ocarina of Time. Like, I was given this by the Sage of Light to find the rest of the sages.
Wow. Mara, you've been busy, and you too. And he looks to you, Gorian. You said are you from Death Mountain?
Gorian is, yes.
And what about that one? He points to blonde Hylian.
Oh Levana kind of looks away. Don't worry about me.
Well, if you're helping my friend, I need to get to know all of you. All right, then, as you introduce yourselves, he smiles and he says, well, if you're a friend of Emmy here, then you're a friend of mine. And I will welcome you all back at Zora's domain as honored guests. And
Amira is going to sort of look embarrassed as he uses her little
Yep, in fact,
nickname.
Levana's going to raise her eyebrows and be like, Emmy. And she's going to look at Amira.
Amira's just like, God.
She didn't tell you about her nickname.
No, please enlighten us.
Your Highness, please don't.
Well, her nickname's Emmy. My little sister couldn't say her full name, so. When she was little.
Levana's going to be like, oh, that's a boring story. And kind of wave her hand.
And Amira is glad that they don't know what her dad calls her.
But, he does say, and he says, as a matter of fact, when we get back, we'll have a feast and so much preparation to do. You have my humble gratitude. And he grins at you all, and as he points to himself with his thumb, and you see his teeth kind of sparkle for a moment.
Just reminds me of Sidon from Breath of the Wild. Ting!
Basically, yes.
Well, they beat the crap out of his body, but they sure managed to take good care of his teeth.
Hey, Zora teeth grow back quickly like a shark's. It's cool.
Yeah, and he is rather tall. He's about a little taller than Amira. I think he was like 6'3".
Yes.
Yeah, he's about 6'5" himself.
Yeah.
But he says, well, there's no time to waste then. Ruva. And he looks over to her, and she kind of glaring at him still. You kind of see like a sweat drop go down his head. Never mind. You there, the blonde one. You see Ash blink. What do you think we should do?
Levana's like, she's not going to answer you.
She can't speak.
Oh. And then kind of slowly looks back to Ruva, who's now glaring at him. Ruva, what do you think we should do? To which she's, honestly, I think we should head back to the Wardens first. Oh, but I need to get home. I know you need to get home, idiot. You kind of...
If we go to the Wardens first, that would be the best place for us to find safe passage.
Indeed, and we can have backup. You know, in case brigands fall upon us out of nowhere and we're taken by surprise.
Again.
He looks at both of you and he kind of looks down ashamed. I said I'm sorry.
We know. It's just we don't want you a second time. You don't have enough money or trinkets to buy you again.
You kind of see him. Well, we should make our way back to the Wardens then, yes. To which you see Ruva kind of, she grabs like his one of his his framing fins on his face.
Yeah.
And like, come on. He's like,
Ruva's so rough with him.
You weren't sure if she knew him or not, but it seems they were close. And actually, now that you're seeing this, roll me an intelligence check.
All of us?
Oh, just Mara. With advantage.
Okay. Seven.
7.
That was really bad.
You're not sure, but you recall just a tiny detail. It was said that Zoe was going to have a consort one day. I'm never sure that really happened or not. I mean, you guarded him, so you assume not, but you start putting 2 and 2 together, and the rest of you do, that this might be the consort from the other domain.
Oh.
Everyone simultaneously just goes, oh.
So basically, this is his wife, kind of.
Well, more or less, yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
She's not from your domain. She seems to be from the actual ocean domain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
but she seems to be manhandling him. And there was a few times that that Zoe did leave, and you assume it was probably to go to the her domain.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, you see him, Ruva, that hurts. He's like, shut up. But with that, she begins to tug him out of the
And Mira's
the inn.
just like, please be gentle with him. He's had enough rough treatment.
I can heal him.
That's not the point.
And you see Zoe kind of like has like the comical tears down his face. But with that, y'all begin to walk out.
I guess we're going back by water again.
Are you going back to where you emerged?
Yeah, because
Right.
Zeke's still there.
Certainly. Let's see. All right. And as you guys are leaving, Amara, you feel eyes on you.
It's Flora again, isn't it?
No.
Crazy Zeke.
This is on the way back.
Okay. Can I see where they are? Perception?
Roll in perception check, yeah. Actually, what's everyone's passive perceptions?
Find out.
13.
Perception.
15.
My passive perception is 13.
13. All right, you all get the feeling someone's watching you all as you're heading back to the water.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can spot them.
Kind of like on the
Same.
beach. All right, go for it.
22!
Nice.
Damn.
25. Natural 20.
Hey!
Ooh,
11.
Please, Dread.
damn.
I'm just trying to get the fuck out of there, okay? My hood's up. I'm looking down.
All right, Gorian and Gorian and Amara, as y'all are heading back in, there's like the jovial air of kind of just, the prince is back with you. You can't help but shake the feeling someone's watching you.
Mm-hmm.
And you look back into the kind of like, because you guys are like now on the beach, and you look back into the like kind of the forest where you came. And you see something. And you see a mask. An upturned mask staring at you.
Do I recognize it as Yiga?
It's definitely Yiga. Both of you immediately recognize it.
And it's just watching us.
Yes.
I'm going to pull out my bow and fire at it.
What?
Okay. Roll your attack. As you guys see Amara immediately, she's looking back with Gorian, and you see her immediately pull out her bow and arrow and shoot and fire a shot.
Ugh. I rolled crap. Whatever.
All right. As you all follow the arrow, you all immediately also see the arrow, and you see something familiar, Amara. You see the chain of a Kusarigama immediately split the arrow in two. Didn't hit.
Amira's gonna go, Yiga. Sort of snarl it and notch another arrow.
And Amara, as you see the weapon, the Yiga feels very familiar to you.
It's gonna be the one that killed me, isn't it?
As you're focusing on it, you see it, her move the mask, and you all do see the face of Sephi.
You.
Well, he's walking around. I thought I killed you. You see Zova, Ruva, and Ash all immediately turn around as well, and who is this? You see Ruva and Ash move Zova back behind them. Yiga.
Are we still in the sanctuary?
No,
You
we're
are out.
near
You
the
are
beach.
We're on the beach.
where you're about to go back into the water.
Damn it.
Um,
Of course.
She didn't mention that she came back to life to anyone apart from those that was
So
there.
she says, I thought I killed you. That's the first time you all heard that.
Yeah. Yeah, the Great Deku Tree had other plans. I'm gonna fire another arrow at her.
Or you attack.
I am
also
pissed.
like to attack.
25.
Okay.
And you rolled a 9.
Yep.
All right.
Can I cast a hold person?
You can most certainly try.
Hold on, let me get the instructions up.
It's 9. Okay. And you fire an arrow at her this time, and as she goes to that way, you track her fire, and it hits right into her shoulder. She is my so touchy.
She has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What's your DC?
14.
All right, Lavana. As you release, right before you release your spell, you see her eye. You see her. She seems to look up at you all, and you see her eye. It becomes that milky lavender as it shines out. And as you release your spell, you release nothing.
Did it take up a slot?
Yes.
Yeah, she's nullifying your magic.
Yeah, Livana's gonna mutter, I can't use magic on her.
Amira is gonna notch the arrow and is gonna be like, I will never forgive you for what you did.
You see her have a very dark smirk on her face. I would love to play with you a bit longer, but I'm only here to deliver a message.
I don't want to hear anything you Yiga have to say.
No,
You
we
sure?
might want to. Livana speaks out.
What you see, now you guys see Ash in her hand, you see her holding, looks to be some kind of crackling flame. And in River's hand, you see her begin to channel, looks to be a bubble. However, as her eye shines on them, that magic in their hands dissipates as well.
Livana says, you have 2 minutes.
I just want to let you know, we found the Sage of Water.
Why should we believe you?
While it would be fun to lie and get you all riled up, our leader has learned of you. Your existence and what you are. You see her eyes go icy at that. It seems the hero didn't know how to stay dead. Well, how's that happening lately? Looks at you now, again, Amira. No, I don't see that Deku anywhere. I assume she is gone.
Amira is gonna narrow her eyes and is like, I have nothing to say about that. She's not gonna say anything about the fact that Nisha still technically lives on.
Livana's gonna be like, enough of this. Why come tell us?
Because I like to play a game. You see, I know you search for them, and we've already found them, but we can't make a move just yet, unfortunately. So you better hurry and figure out who it is. The next thing you know, you're without a sage. To which Zoe speaks up. And why do this? Why are you Yiga so tainted with darkness?
Because they want to bring back Ganon.
This world rightfully belongs to him, after all. The fact that you all still draw breath is a mercy of Ganon.
If you say so.
Levan's gonna laugh and be like, mercy. He can't do anything right now. That's why you have to cause chaos.
You see your eyes go icy at that.
She's gonna grin.
You see her grin back to you. I don't see that she care.
What of it?
You lost him, didn't you?
I won't let you get to me, she says.
I don't need to. It seems the Imperial Highness already has.
She can't do shit.
Oh. Are you certain about that?
We'll get to her eventually.
So you claim. And you, she looks at you now, Gorian. Aren't you loyal to her army?
Gorian is kind of frozen. He's not sure how to respond to that.
Betraying your kingdom, your people. Your Highness.
Actually, he does have a response. He says, I am loyal to Ingot. Everything I do is in its best interests.
So you claim. She sighs, but alas, our time grows short. As she's staring at you, you feel the power in her eye kind of flicker for a moment, and you feel your magic come back for a moment, Levana, and it's gone.
Wait, Levana's gone?
No, Levana's, like, she feels her magic come back for a second,
Oh.
and then it's gone again. We will settle our business, Amara. Soon enough.
I'm sure we will. Now go before I put an arrow through your eye.
You see her smirk. Oh, I can't wait to see you again.
That
To which
sounded
you look-
slightly sexual.
She looks to Zove. And you, Highness, best be careful on your way back to the domain. Don't want any accidents. And you see her release, she throws down this pellet on the ground. It releases this black smoke as you hear her. And then as the smoke subsides, she's gone.
Mirror
See,
is
it's
going to
kind of
go
sigh.
away.
So that's a Yiga, huh?
One of many.
He looks to you now, Mara. What did she mean about she killed you before?
I'd rather not go into it here.
Todruva kind of looks to you all and says, she's right. We should return. If there is any truth to her words, then the Sage of Water could be in danger.
Yeah. She will sort of nod.
Gotcha. And Ash also looks equally aggravated, but she sighs.
Ivano's already walking ahead with everyone.
Into the water?
Well, I guess, well, she's standing by the water then by herself.
Okay.
We have no time to lose. We should move out as soon as possible.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's.
Steffi has a lot of things, but I don't think she's lying about the danger. We need to hurry.
All right, you guys. Are you all wait for Ash, and with a snap of her finger, she does release a spell, and you all take your Zora forms once more. With that, You all, let me find the music again. You all jump into the water, and Mary, you do see a familiar head fin approaching you very quickly.
Hello, Zeke.
And sure enough, his head pops up, and it's Zeke. He's, hello. What you see, you see Zoe,
See, that would be hilarious if it was. Amira will just place a hand on Zoe, so she's like, it's fine, he's with us. He's our guide.
He's a river Zora, you know that, right?
I am well aware.
And you're just gonna trust him?
He got us here to save you.
He also saved us from an attack underwater, so...
He's also a complete idiot.
With a...
Like,
just
the guy's like,
people
that's rude.
look like rude.
To which, as you call him an idiot, Lavana, he's, I like you, Chew.
She's gonna like blink a bit and stare at him like, really? And then she's gonna look at Elvie like...
I always like, don't look at me.
Gonna kind of take in a deep breath and roll her eyes and look down again. She's done.
But Zeke does go to the prince and shake his hand very rigorously. It's a great honor to meet you. To which he's, charmed, I'm sure.
Yeah, Amira's like, he's like that with everyone. You get used to it.
Oh, it's nothing against you, friend. It's just, River Zora and... Oh, no, I know. Yes, the River Zora are typically very bad, but I'm not bad. I'm good. Okay.
It's a rare oddity.
I am, because when I was a guppy, my mother told me, if you treat people good, they will treat you back good.
Can Livana swim ahead?
We're currently all kind of like waiting in the water. So like you have to go down.
Right,
Yeah,
no, going
Amira's
down.
just gonna sort of clear her throat and like, Zeke, we need to head back the way we came. Do you mind guiding us?
Yes. I think he immediately underwater. To which Zeke, Zoe looks to you and says, okay. And he goes under as well as Ruva. And Ash.
Amira just be like, just trust me on this. I wouldn't have brought him if I didn't think he would help us.
I know. With that, however, you guys do go underwater, and you head back to the through the same lake you came, across the sunken ship, and it does take you about another day or two of travel that way. However, of note, as you guys are swimming and you pass by the so-called divine beast Valruta, only Amira got that. Amira, at a corner of your eye, you do see you see it react for a moment.
I'm gonna pause and swim over to it. I'll just be like to the others, hold on, and take a closer look.
Goin's just like, what are you doing? It's dangerous. Could be another one of those giant fish things.
It's not. It's something else.
You're going up to it?
Yeah.
All right, as you go up to it, Zoe obviously follows you as well with the others, and Zoe touches it, and you see it. It seems to move for a moment. You see the water displaced, and with a lot of bubbles, you hear.
I'm going to look to Zoe, and like, maybe we can activate it. And she's gonna touch it as well.
As you touch it, nothing happens.
She's just gonna look to the prince like, it could be useful against Ganon.
What is it?
It's an ancient machine, Varuta, I believe it's called.
Varuta?
I've only read of it in text before.
I'll keep a pin in this one then. It seems very broken.
Yeah, but if it's reacting to you, you might be able to use it.
Very well. I may come back here then.
She will nod. Hopefully with 4 armed guards. She's just gonna nudge him playfully.
And Mara, and Levon, you pick this up too. Out of the corner of your eye, you could swear you see the image of a Zora standing there. That's when standing.
Okay. I guess once they've made note of that, they'll keep going.
All right. You all continue to swim in, following Zeke, and ultimately you do come upon that that familiar puddle. Well, small lake. You get the wide openest cavern. You look up and you can see the sun.
Ugh. Pulling hood over face. Awful.
You don't have a hood at the moment. You're still Zora.
Do I still like hurt?
At the moment, you seem okay.
Oh.
Both Zove looks up and Zeke he looks to you all and says, we're here.
Amir will sort of nod and thank him.
And he says, thank you, Zeke. Towards Zeke's like, oh, you're very well. You're very okay. Towards Zove's kind of the endearing fellow.
Yeah. Again, he's a rare exception.
By the way, Amira, Laruta was here.
Ah.
Just
I
so you know.
didn't write that, so.
Well, excuse me, Laruta was here.
Okay. Well, whoever wrote that.
Underground.
Yeah. What did you?
But you get
Oh, wait,
with that.
sorry, is it somewhere else?
Yeah, it's where I am. Here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's here. It's because it was under. You guys use an underground passage.
And the passage is where? Here?
The passage itself is it's like right there.
Okay.
All right, perfect. With that, he looks at you all, and he looks at you and Mary. He says, thank you for letting me help.
It's not a problem, Zeke. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Yeah." And he kind of gives a very spiny grin.
She will just sort of smile and head to the surface for the others.
All right. At that moment, as you guys do surface, your alter self does wear off. Lavana, you immediately take 3 points of fire damage.
Oh.
Didn't she put on a hood before she went up, though? She said it
You're
earlier.
Zora. You don't have a hood when you're a Zora.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm sure you pull up your hood after that.
Yes, obviously.
Alright.
And
Alright, you
I
all-
would have casted disguise self right away as well, so I would not be look like a Hylian again.
Okay.
Hopefully before the prince saw.
I know if you did. Nope. You all get out the water and you take a breath and you find yourself back in Hyrule Field. Towards Dove is, feels nice to be breathing free air again.
It'll be even nicer when we actually get you back to Palace.
Oh, Laruta's gonna be so angry with me.
Can we
Yep.
get out of the sun, please? Levi's gonna start walking.
He's like, certainly. And he starts walking with you as well. And Ash is walking next to you. And you all start making your way back.
Yeah. Amira's just gonna pull out the Ocarina of Time. She's just gonna play the Song of Water as they go.
Okay.
Think of it as practicing.
Gotcha. And as you
But
play the
it's
song,
just to see if Ash has a reaction as well, because they haven't tried that yet.
all right. As you do play the song, you notice Ash staring at you.
Okay,
That's it.
I'll look back at her.
And she kind of furrows her brow. And then for a brief moment, Amira, you see around her form, it seems like there's like almost like a brief aura that kind of like expands out and then falls back.
Wait, who?
Ash.
Wait, so she is the sage.
I could guess, yeah. I mean, Levana already suspected that last session, so.
But the reaction was very minimal.
So probably not the Sage of Water, but a
Sage of something else.
All right. But with that, you all begin to make your way back to the city.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the prince, thankfully, in your coming trials to come, that he may be a great boon to you. But it seems that the Yiga have tracked down the Sage of Water, and now the race against time to figure out who they are before time runs out. And that is what we're going to call it.
Yay!